Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my apostles that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Akim that's pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. This your brother Jeremiah from the GMS Miami Church. And I want to bring this out real quick. This is relating to the well, I'm gonna just read it. It says Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2021 introduced in House. Okay. Pretty much, they gonna come after these different terrorist groups and whatnot, which we are not a terrorist group. We are not a terrorist group. Okay? The Hebrew Israelites are not a terrorist group. They want to come after the prophets. Okay? So they're going to lump us as being a terrorist, but we're not. Once again, we're spiritual men. We're not carnal. All right? The apostles of Great Millstone have 100% truth. We're preaching the truth. And that's just what it is. Because the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, he deals with order. He wants things to be done decently in order. As for these other Israelite groups that's teaching false doctrines and stuff like that, the Most High is going to deal with them. All right? We know, and also Esau know he has a short time, and he really wants to come for the prophets that's teaching this truth in sincerity and with faith throughout the four corners of the earth. This article just came out or whatnot, January 19, 2021. It says, this devil right here, Congressman Brad Snyder, representing the 10th District of Illinois. It says bipartisan bill would strengthen law enforcement efforts to prevent, report on, respond to, and investigate acts of domestic terrorism. So, hey, we here, brothers. We here. All right. The Israelites will be on the news very soon. The whole world is going to know about this thing. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua's name will be glorified too. His name will be known in the earth. Okay? It's no time to get scared. No, it's time to fear Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua even more. It's time to pray. It's time to fast. It's time to walk in the spirit more. All right? We can't get weary in what? Well-doing. We know what's to come through the spirit. We know. Okay? We have to gird up our loins like a man. I want to read some of this. It says, following the terrifying attack on the Capitol this month, which that was planned. It says, which left 5 dead and many injured, the entire nation has been seized by the potential threat of more terrorist attacks in Washington and around the country. Unlike after 9/11, the threat that reared its ugly head on January 6th is from domestic terror groups and extremists, often racially motivated, violent individuals. America must be vigilant to combat those radicalized to violence, and the Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act gives our government the tools to identify, monitor, and thwart their illegal activities. Combating the threat of domestic terrorism and white supremacy is not a Democratic or Republican issue, not left versus right or urban versus rural. Domestic terrorism is an American issue, a serious threat that we can and must address together, said Representative Bragg Snyder. Once again, they coming out with these unrighteous decrees to come for who? To come for the men of the Lord. But guess what? A standard will be lifted up. This can very well be the year where Yahushua come back. Hey, Lord willing. It says, I am proud to be. I'm not going to read this. Let me read this part. It says, walking through the Capitol today, you can still see the marks of the devastating attack on our democracy that occurred on January 6th. Representative Snyder and I first introduced the Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act in 2017 to combat the threat of violent white supremacists and other domestic terrorists. And today we are urging our colleagues to join us in passing this critical piece of legislation. You know, America is full of hypocrisy because guess what? They have white supremacy marches. You know, they got these different militia groups that is funded by the American government. You see, this is just all it's all hypocrisy, man. This place is deals with hypocrisy. The wicked are hypocritical, man. The hypocrites. Esau's a hypocrite. After the attack on our capital, I hope that Congress can finally come together and do something to address domestic terrorism in America as quickly as possible. So, hey, order out of KO. Right? Order out of chaos. Order out of chaos, man. That Capitol incident was all planned just for them to pass this bill. We see what Esau is doing. We're not ignorant of his devices. It says homegrown violent domestic terrorism from white supremacists and other racially and ethnically motivated violent extremists remains a serious ongoing threat that demands the full coordination and efforts of our federal law enforcement agencies. We must provide the necessary tools for our law enforcement to investigate, prevent, and prosecute these heinous violent crimes. You have to ask yourself, we know the Israelites was on the news a couple times, you know, but as an ongoing thing, has Israel been on the news like that? No. They've been hiding this thing. Okay, it's coming out on the news even more, but it's going to come out on the news globally very, very soon. And people are going to know about this Israelite thing even more. It says, prevent and prosecute these heinous violent crimes, said Representative Fitzpatrick. This bill would also direct resources for investigations into hate crimes incidents with a nexus to domestic terrorism. As a former FBI supervisory special agent, I am proud to introduce this bipartisan legislation that would codify offices within our federal law enforcement agencies to combat and prevent domestic terrorist activities and threats. White supremacy and domestic terrorist organizations have no place in America. Rhetoric from the outgoing president and right-wing political leaders have emboldened white nationalist groups to pursue violence as a means to an end. On January 6th, we experienced the terror of white nationalism in full display as domestic terrorists attacked our nation's capital in an attempt to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power. This bill will provide federal agencies with the resources they need to keep Americans safe from the threat of homegrown terrorism and strengthen partnership with state and local law enforcement to combat hateful violence. The Domestic Terror Prevention Act is more important than ever as we work to root out and rid America of this cancer. Whatever. Whatever. Okay? Hey, let's get some scriptures, man. Got to get some scriptures. Just know, man, hey, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we are in good hands. We are. We believe and we have faith, right? Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, this devil know he has a short time. That's why he has what? These different underground bunkers to hide, right? Who's the devil? The so-called white man. He's mad, he's angry, he has great wrath. He knoweth he has but a short time. Okay? So woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. Woe unto you people out there. The devil gonna come down. He has great wrath. He's gonna use his sword. Okay? We know that. We know that. We know that through the spirit. We know that. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gave us the insight. Okay? This is Psalms 17. Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Disappoint Esau. Alright? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to disappoint him. He's going to cast him down. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. He's going to deliver our soul from the wicked. Okay? We're going to remain spiritual. We're not going to get carnal. We're not going to do that through the spirit. Gotta remain spiritual. Gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing, man. Have to. We can't give up now. This is Matthew 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. We fearing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We don't fear Esau and these heathens. No. We fearing who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Alright. This is Psalms 18, verse 48. He delivered me from my enemies, yea, thou liftest me up above those that rise up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Right. It's enemies all around us. But guess what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to lift us up. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to be there for us. Lord willing, he deliver us, okay? And we believe he will deliver us. Verse 49. Therefore will I give thanks unto thee, O Yahweh, among the heathen, and sing praises unto thy name. Great deliverance giveth he to his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, to David, and to his seed forevermore. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to be with us in these times. Psalms 140, verse 1, to the chief musician, the Psalm of David. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. Right, we are for peace, but guess what? They are for war. Preserve us, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, from the violent man. Preserve us from these Edomites. Preserve us from this devil. Baba Kusha, please. Okay? Because we know Esau's going to use his sword. We know that. Okay? Proverbs 16 verse 29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. That's Esau. All right? That violent man is going to what? He want to chip everybody. He want to lead them into the way that is not good. But we following the ways of our forefathers. We following the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? This is Psalms. This is Psalms 37. Verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. Right, Yahweh Shema Shah is laughing at you heathens, you Edomites, man, and the rest of you heathens. Esau, you really think you're going to fulfill your new world order? You really think so, man? Come on, man. This is Job chapter 5, Salakia, Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Right. Hey, you Edomites, you're ruling for a moment. You have a short time. You know you have a short time. It says that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. It's but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, you know, talking about his different space programs and whatnot, satellites and whatnot, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Right. Ultimately, the Most High, Yahweh, through Yahweh Shah, is going to bring down the wicked. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.